Hey everybody, welcome to today's reading. We may be in the full moon period, but Spirit is wanting to shine a light on the intention of the direction that we're going in. We need to allow ourselves to think differently, to think outside the box and not be normal. All right, now is not the time to be conventional and to push ourselves outside the conventional. Kind of weird, isn't it? You've been doing a great job of thinking outside the box and thinking of what direction you wanted to go in, how you're going to do it. And Spirit says, okay, so now is the time to show your dynamic self. And it feels a little bit scary. What happens if I'm just a little bit too out there? What happens if I'm a little bit too different? What happens if I'm a little bit too awkward, untraditional? Well, what's the point in being on the planet if you're not going to be unusual, if you're not going to push the boundaries? And this is what a lifetime is about. So in July, we are pushed to thinking, how can I be different? How can I live the life of something unusual, someone who breaks the mold? And this is what Spirit invites you to do now. Be unique. Okay, so think about that in this full moon energy. How are you going to be unique? What's your intention? And it's not about being unique in regard to ignoring others, but it's more about being unique in regard to you in the lifetime that when you're lying on your deathbed, you're thinking, I did as much as I could to be different and to push differentiation between being normal and being inspirational. And what does inspiration mean? It means working with Spirit. Let's do it, bro. Okay, so you know today I'm going to pick one card for each of the months, and the reading for you is the month of your birthday. And we always start in April because April is the beginning of the energy year. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, and one for everyone for now. Ooh. This card is really intimidating or insinuating that when you push, here she is throwing the snakes at you. She is throwing something completely different. She's throwing curveball, which is not always what other people are expecting or want from you. How are you going to be different? How are you flowing in the energy to be different? Because you don't want to live a life of tradition and normalcy. Be different. Okay, April babies, you are a leader. Maybe you never saw yourself as a leader, but there's just been this little inkling in your head. I think I show people how to be different. And not only do you think that, but Spirit is affirming that you do that. May babies, if you focus on what is not happening, you create more of what is not happening. So when you focus on the fact that you can't get the sword out of the stone, Spirit is inspiring you to look away from what you can't do. Look away for a minute and be confident that when you look back, the answer will be there. And you ever have that feeling of like if you pause, if you wait, if you give it a moment, that the real answer comes to you, and that is what's going to happen now. June babies. Ooh. This card is insinuating that you are la 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 la, everything will be fine, but you're not actually making a plan. Just the everything will be fine attitude is not helping. So June babies, Spirit is encouraging you to think, okay, well, what do I really want the outcome to be? It's not the solution, it's the outcome, because solutions are easy to think of. People will always be telling you what to do, but the outcome, that is what you want. July babies. No matter what is happening in your life, no matter how great it has been, Spirit is saying that focusing on those that really matter to you is really going to make a difference. Giving your children a hug, giving the people you like a hug, giving the people you love a hug, giving to others and showing you care or making that telephone call to your mum or your dad or to someone that you care about. That is what's going to make the difference. This is really a beautiful thing for you to do right now. August babies. You've been focusing on what needs to get done, which is good. But there's something else. And what is the else? What is the other thing? What is the detail? What is the thing that's been hard for you to really put your mind on? And Spirit's saying, something else. What is it? They don't want to tell you. They don't want me to tell you. But you know the answer to that. There's another path for you. And it's time for you to do it, because being a workaholic or doing a lot for other people is not getting you where you want to go. September babies. Strategy. So this is not about ignoring the people that you love and the people that you care about. This is creating your own authentic strategy. What is great for you? That is awesome, amazing. October babies, you are a leader. You don't think you are. So sometimes maybe you've been applying for jobs that you don't think you can get or that you haven't got. But Spirit is encouraging you to always think outside that box and push yourself towards that leadership role. Because what is being a leader? What do you think it is? Being a leader is helping people be the best that they can be. It's not about you. It's not about you being the greatest that you can be. It's people, others, be the best that they can be. October, November babies. You might be surprised. People are appreciating you, and maybe you haven't been expecting that, but this is coming your way. You planted the seeds. It's actually part of your goal, and Spirit is inviting you to be kind of humble about it and to accept that, yeah, I am pretty good. I care about others. December babies. You have a really long list of tasks, of things that need to be done, and people really expect that from you constantly. It's so unfair. What have you been doing for you? You're a workaholic. That will never change. But what are you doing for you? And that is what Spirit is asking you. It's time to be loyal to yourself and not to others, just for a moment in this full moon period. January babies. Well, how dare you collaborate with other people to create something that's going to last a very long time? And that is about caring and loving and being your usual beautiful, dynamic, humanitarian person. February babies. This is inviting you to connect with Spirit. You have been so busy trying to create something for the future, and that future is guaranteed. But Spirit is encouraging you to pause and do some meditation to really engage back with Spirit, because that's kind of a part that you've kind of like, well, that just happens because I am a spiritual person. Spirit's like, are you? What kind of proof or evidence do we have of that? And if you're not meditating, you're just talking to yourself. March babies. You have taken on other people's responsibilities constantly, and Spirit is congratulating you on choosing to do something for you. Not for other people, but for you. Put down all the concerns about other people and taking care of other people, because they will always. That is why they are with you. That is why the universe has put them around you. They will always be looking for you to fix their lives. Now is time to think about doing something that is entirely for you. And on that point, have a wonderful weekend.